In 2 hours, concierto, ready?
Yeah. In 2 hours already?
I think almost, yeah.
Oh my god, that's fine. I was born ready.
Soy la levadura de mi sueño. Soy las cosquillas de mis cielos, con la lluvia y el viento que cantan con mi corazón. Soy la levadura de mis sueños. Soy las cosquillas de tu piel, ¿por qué no? Con la luz y la sombra, con un abrazo de mi niña.
I would love to go to the forest.
With the voice, I think it could be pretty. And I think for the voice I do, the Lloronin, it would be much more fun. But I think it was still with
Las Lloronas comes from the guts.
I think when you hear a Llorona vibe, you know what I mean. It's like, it flows out directly, it's not censored. It's something that like stops a bit time.
It's an expression of what the three of us are experiencing in life. It kind of reflects, I think, our personal inner worlds, and it does that in a very quirky way.
I feel there's something about being passionate or being that maybe it's not exactly on pitch or the rhythm is not exactly square, but you feel the soul behind it. You feel the emotion, you feel the life.
I find it very difficult when people ask me to define what is Las Lloronas or what kind of music do you make to kind of to find like a few genres to fit the project in, because it's not fully klezmer, it's not fully Spanish folk, it's not fully poetry slam. It escapes this definition.
They say bullshit all the time.
La intención era como hacer cosas, planear cosas que sabes que te van a salir mal o que vas a fallar o que no lo puedes hacer, y entonces celebrarlo, un poco a perderle el miedo a equivocarse.
I think maybe a Llorona vibe is to let the river flow. Let things come out before they're like stuck in boxes.
Terminé viniendo aquí a Bruselas porque Sura, una amiga, le dijo que yo quería hacer música.
We were encouraging each other to play, and then we were like, let's make a bit of money, go to the center during Christmas market and just play some music.
Y entonces empezamos a tocar en la calle.
And we're going and playing in the streets and in the cold and in the metro, and we were like really enjoying it.
Petit à petit, elles ont appris à prendre la place. And Take Space, c'est le nom de leur premier EP, c'était prendre sa place au milieu du turmoil, au milieu du bruit, au milieu de l'agitation.
And after, I would say, 2 years, we wanted to record a proper album to also grow and promote ourselves and go play bigger venues.
Fue un poco como, más que la decisión de formar el grupo, pues surgió y luego fue cada vez retomar la decisión de seguir y de no irme de Bruselas.
In the summer of 2019, I went on a little summer adventure trip with Amber and Sura. So then we started playing.
Oh, I love her clarinet playing, and I felt, before even her being a Llorona, I felt she had such a Llorona vibe.
And then suddenly there I was, fully member of the band.
And that was 3 years ago. And since a while it's been an adventure. Since we're born it's an adventure, but it's been the trio Lloronas adventure.
A small love song. Kleines Liebe.
Lied.
Lied. Kan we het niet?
I don't know why. This is what we did yesterday.
Yeah. For me to be actually together with you, it would help to do if you just do a breath in before you start, but I can sing and or hear, but well, here.
Ça va.
Okay.
But I know I cannot breathe before. I'm not like the clarinet. It's very hard to show.
Okay.
Somehow, but I will try.
Okay, let's try together one.
Marika is really funny, abstract. She likes to do things well.
Le gusta mucho la búsqueda, le gusta mucho explorar todas las posibilidades que hay. Quiere buscar y no conformarse.
I mean, music is a way of expressing what's present in my body, be it emotions or just energy. Like, I don't usually sit down to imagine what kind of music do I want to put out into the world. It doesn't come from a pre-thought idea.
I feel Marika has a very intuitive way of playing the clarinet, especially. I really love her playing.
Su forma de tocar el clarinete es muy parecido a como puede ser una voz, ¿no? Te mueve.
I also love when she does like kind of storytelling and she really enters this. I love the clown in her.
I think it could be nice to have this with the clarinet coming in with the new bass line and the voices, and then have something change with this being already heard, but then changing because of new chords being played.
Second, you know, you do ta ta tu ta ta. The second time you do straight, and the first time you do free, and we do straight. I wonder if the first you can do straight and then go to your thing. You know?
Je me dois de te dire au revoir, au-delà de mes petits remparts. Je me dis qu'il n'est jamais trop tard, non, pour verser toutes les larmes du placard. L'horizon se fait loin, et le résultat ne brume sur le chemin. Die, 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 die. Quand je me souviens.
What inspires me to write or create songs is feelings, like things that go through me, like angry feelings about injustices or pain or disappointment. But it can also be like being in a cafe and looking at the clouds pass and feel super like childish at like anything that moves me can move my voice or my hands to create something.
Sura es una tía con mucha iniciativa, como muy creativa en el sentido no solo musical y artísticamente, que también, sino también de crear cosas, ¿no? Se propone algo, lo hace.
I really admire her willpower to go for dreams and also things that seem maybe a little bit impossible in the beginning.
I'm impressed, she knows how to play, I cannot.
Sura se mueve de una manera muy energética, crea desde un lugar muy energético.
I think Sura has quite an easiness in creating, so I think she brings that to the group.
The only like power and responsibility I have as a human being, as a musician, is to do the best I can and then put it out in the world, and then whatever happens with it is not mine anymore, kind of thing.
I don't feel at home yet in the house where I'm staying. The body that's aching for more. I don't feel at home yet in the house where I'm staying. The body that's aching for more.
Amber is somebody who really knows to enjoy life. I love the images that she creates in her texts, and they're often quite absurd and yet really create a texture that is unique and intriguing.
Me parecía más bonito vivir si tenía más música a mi vida y por un lado escuchar y sobre todo cantar.
Her lyrics are poetic, are like the landscapes that she paints are open, are rich.
El hecho de que me he criado en España y tengo una nostalgia ahí por ese sitio donde nací, los almendros en flor, esos paisajes y esa estética, y también musicalmente la influencia del folclore español está ahí en la música que hacemos.
She has this poetic side of her. She just doesn't care about the standards that are out there.
Come. Here we have flowers, a lot of them. I like maybe we can take out, if we can ask if we can take out just the
The process of writing songs is often a kind of a patchwork. So somebody comes up with an idea, brings some chords or a melody or a text, and then
one of us is like, oh, this reminds me of this text I wrote a few days ago.
And then we jam on it, on the little idea that is there. And like that, the whole thing grows and takes shape.
Esa cosa de que sea horizontal y que todos decidamos y que todo el mundo esté de acuerdo y se sienta bien dentro de las decisiones, dentro de la canción.
Until the end, I was just not convinced, and I didn't know exactly what, and so I shared all the different things, and one of them was the spoken word, and I get that this stayed more heavy on you, but it was a bit this whole part that I was unhappy with.
First a cappella, then the piano comes in, then the piano does one round of the melody alone, on which I say los grillos,
Where you switch, before you switch from that to chick.
But I don't do a silence.
You didn't do silence now?
No, I do this.
You do cha and then chaka. Okay, then it's just the silence of like clear silence there. I really like. I think it kicks off then better than letting it linger.
They have this way of working together where everybody has a voice and everybody has to say how they feel and if they are okay or not with a situation.
We also try to have moments of composing more collectively or really like sitting down to create material also together.
Puede ser muy sutil los cambios que hacemos, creo que nos escuchamos mucho. A veces una canción pues cada vez es un poco distinta, pero vamos mucho juntas.
There's some periods where 3 songs a day happen, and there's some periods for 2 weeks where nothing comes, and it's also fine, you know, because songs make their way through me in different moments.
Sometimes ideas that are put together and that seem not to make sense, they come to life by us just giving ourselves to them, surrendering to them, that moment of realizing, this works!
So our new album, Out of the Blue, is different from our previous creations because, there's a bit more randomness.
It also happened that more full or more round ideas would be brought into the project.
Creo que este álbum es, yo creo que más cinematográfico quizá que nuestro primer álbum, en el sentido de que hay momentos que a mí me generan realmente ciertas sensaciones atmosférico, más de incluso de imágenes.
For a new album, like there's a song that's called Orgasm, and there's a song about racism also, and fascism and stuff, and it's things that we feel strong questions or anger or feelings about, and then burst out, and then it's like, how do we create together something that's receivable?
Maybe there's surprise for the listener, maybe there's a sense of joy and fun when listening to us. I don't know if I have to mention that we're recording a new album.
You want to take notes to give us feedback? Next song is song number 3. Out of the blue is an expression that means like it came out of nowhere, but the blue is also in a lot of ancient traditions. Water is connected to emotions, like taking things that were a bit undercover, underwater, in the unconscious, putting them out in the light.
Habiendo pasado tantas horas juntas en el escenario ha hecho también que hemos crecido, hemos cambiado, creo que nos atrevemos más.
It was not conscious, but somehow an invitation for people to be able to connect more tender parts of themselves.
They really have something to say and they're completely unapologetic, and that's something that is really, for me, it's something that I really love to see in artists.
Zaka